Thank you so much for coming back this week to keep learning about our suite of physics simulations. As I record this, I'm teaching a unit on the relationship between work, force, and displacement. And so I have my students using the bow and arrow and the ramp and piano simulations as follow-up to the work we are doing in class. This week, I wanted to dive in a little deeper into the specifics of how certain features of the simulation environment can be used to customize the experience for your students. I'd like to use the Cliff Diver sim to walk you through this functionality. First of all, we anticipated that some teachers will be using the sims in class, perhaps projected on a screen. Having a teacher talk through the intro video in front of the class is awesome, but difficult if there isn't a pause button and an option to change the font size. Once a student has seen the introductory video, they don't necessarily want to watch it again each time they go back to the simulation. For this reason, we have a way to simply skip the introductory video. Once we are in the interactive portion of the simulation, there are a bunch of features worth knowing about. First of all, each slider has an information tag. When you click on it, you learn a little bit about that slider and its impact on the physics of the simulation. The graphs also have information in them, accessed by the gear icon, and these are often more detailed than the slider tips. These are useful, I think, for students who are stuck at home and just feel like they need some quick orientation to what's going on. You'll see as well in the gear icon there is an option to hide the graph. I love the possibilities here. Students can predict changes in the graph and then you can make the graph visible to see if the prediction was right. Or you can hide the graphs just to tone down the visual clutter when making a point about the animation. One last thing on these graphs. You can enable functionality that allows the prior simulation state to be compared to the current state. So, for instance, if you change several sliders and run the simulation again, you will see two plots, one fainter than the other, so you can make a comparison between the two. For instance, if we are interested to see how air resistance impacts the fall of the cliff diver, we can use this feature to compare before and after. So up until now, we've done a lot of guessing about what features would be useful to teachers. I'm really curious to hear how you might make use of what we have provided, what is working and isn't working for you, and what kinds of features you would like to see. Thanks for watching.